Hello, my beautiful soul tribe. Welcome back if you're returning. Welcome if you are new here. Time for another Friday night tribe vibe. So, what is up, collective? Shall we see what the I would say weekend energy, but Spirit's always got other plans. We'll just see what's in the cards. We'll just see what's in the cards. I set my intentions for this in every reading. May they be a source of inspiration and discernment on your healing journey. And may God grant favor and grace to anyone who is tapping in tonight. Amen, amen, amen. First, I got caught all up in Lottie's reading tonight. If you guys have not checked out Terra's a Week Tarot Show, you show enough never know what you're going to get. Tonight's live was very good. Very, very good. Very, very good. Enjoyed it thoroughly. And then as soon as I tapped out of Lottie's live, I had to check out Artemis touching down. Artemis 2. Did anybody watch Artemis coming down? My daughter is not at all excited about it, but I was very ecstatic. That was a lot of fun. Isn't that funny? Did you not just see me shuffle the deck a bazillion times? Because I just looked at the bottom to see what was there. And it's the random spare card about the illustrator. How did that stay after all that shuffling on the bottom of the deck? Ooh, Knight of Wands in reverse. Something's being blocked. That's what it's given me. Something's being blocked. A Knight of Wands in reverse being blocked. Somebody can't see you. Somebody's view is blocked. Somebody can't see your energy. Somebody can't feel your energy. Ooh, collective. Who can't see your energy? Maybe the better question is who's trying? Who is trying? Who is trying, Spirit? Who is trying to see the collective? Who is trying to see the collective? Strength in reverse. Someone misses you. Something that didn't work out. 8 of Pentacles in reverse. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. They couldn't go. They couldn't go the distance. Why? Because you are freaking protected. Thank you, Temperance. Thank you, Temperance. St. Michael. St. Michael's got your back, creating interference. So funny, I just was talking about Artemis touching down, and it's like it's giving that that blackout energy, that communication blockage, you know, where there's radio silence for several minutes. Just holding their breath. Holding their breath. Maybe there's a message here for you, Samed. 10 of Swords. Somebody is really, really upset that they couldn't get something off the ground with you. Really, really upset they couldn't get something off the ground with you. We have a 10 of Swords coming out with a 2 of Cups in reverse. Look at these beautiful cards. 10 of Swords. This person feels shafted, chafed. They are so upset. 6 of Swords in reverse. There we get no peace. No peace. No sleep. No peace. The Spirit's tapped, Lottie. Chafed, chapped, however you want to call it. Yeah. Wow, they can't even get near you. The Chariot and the Queen of Cups, you are too balanced. You are focused so hard on that healing. Look at the sun on the bottom of the deck. You are grounded, transmuted, healing. Say what? Collective. Tin roof rusted. You guys are doing amazing. I just gotta say. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Again, I just get this energy. Yeah, the Fool in reverse. They couldn't get something off the ground with you. Might have been third-party interference. We got Queen of Wands in reverse. I know that came up in Lottie's reading. Things they weren't talking about, things they weren't willing to talk about. Knight of Cups in reverse, Moon in reverse, a lot of reversed energy here. Spirit, tell me more. I want to grab, see if I can find it. Anybody who watch Turning Tides Tarot, we have her beautiful little deck here. We've got some of her vibes in here. Let's see what messages come through with her oracle. What does this person need the collective to know? What does this person need the collective to know? What does this person need the collective to know? Hey, Goddess. Hey, Goddess. Hi, Diane. No list tonight. I'll be back Sunday with a list, guys. This is Friday Night Tribe Vibes. Ooh, I play mind games. I play mind games. I didn't feel safe. If somebody doesn't feel safe, collective, in love, in companionship, in partnership, how? How can they make you feel safe? If they don't feel safe with themselves, how do they create containment in a safe space for you fully to be feminine? It doesn't happen. Ooh. The Turning Tides deck. Isn't this beautiful? She did such a good job with these Turning Tides Tarot. Anybody watch Alicia over on Turning Tides Tarot? She's a Canadian reader. I think she's West Coast Canadian, perhaps. BC Canadian, I think. What else? What else? I didn't believe you could love me. That's what they didn't feel safe. They don't feel safe with the idea of love. They need time to heal themselves. I need time to heal myself. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I see some just on the bottom of the deck real quick before I started shuffling again. I saw let's get married in reverse. So this person's terrified. Yeah, I was trying to be tough. I hate weakness. Ooh, guys, be careful. Lati, I think you touched on this. We got, how can I repay you? You touched on this. This person going to other readers trying to figure out what they can do to get back into your energy. What can I do to get back into your energy? What can I do to get back? What can I do to get back in your good graces? Man, I fucked up. That's what I'm hearing. I fucked up. That was the most love they ever felt in their entire life. That's what's coming through. That was the most love. They didn't even feel that loved by their parents. That was intimidating. Nobody. It's not even like the physical touch, because I was seeing the way you hug them, but it's the way your hug touched their heart. That heart to heart space. The way your heart chakra just burned. I'm seeing that dream that I had where St. Michael was burning my heart. And when I looked down, I could see it like charcoal, right? It's like reaching in and touching that fire, you know, grabbing charcoal while it's still burning hot. Ooh, this person felt touched, but it's like a... I'm laughing because it's like it made their karma burn, and it makes me think of when Lati gets her spiritual disease, her STD, spiritually transmitted disease card, but it's like the opposite. It's like you were burning something off of them and they couldn't handle it. They couldn't handle that fire that was made to clean their soul. Thank you. It's giving me like, you were the purifying. You were the purification, not the purified, but the purification. The one who purifies. Wow. What's that? Oh my gosh. I'm trying, there's a word and I can see it. It's like when you pass away, okay, when you transition and you're between, you're like in between purgatory. It's like hugging you was freaking purgatory. Purgatory is that space where all the nasty gets burned off your soul, where it's all released before you can face God, before you can face the transition, the full transition. Purgatory is that space where the soul is cleansed. That's what my dream was like with Saint Michael. It was like I was being cleansed by fire, like burning off of anything, any dusty old aura. And that was just it. Is their dusty aura couldn't touch your light. Their dusty aura couldn't touch your light. They want back in, but they don't know how to make it happen. Yeah, 5 of Swords in reverse. You have got strong ass cutoff game is what's going on. You are on to bigger and better things. Thank you. Thank you for the confirmation with the star. You freaking burned off. Their dusty karma could not freaking touch your light. It couldn't touch your light. They couldn't dim your light if they wanted to. That's coming out with the world. Look at you guys. Look at you guys go. New opportunities coming in. That could be one of their biggest fears. Lati also touched on that. Lots of fears of new opportunities coming in. Ooh, tell me about this new opportunity for the stars, for the collective, for the tribe. Spirit, where are they going? Wheel of Fortune, amen. Things turning in your favor, getting justice. Look at justice coming out. 10 of coins in the upright. What they couldn't create for you, collective, you are creating for yourself. What? Let me repeat that. What they couldn't create with you, you are creating for yourself. They didn't think you could do that. They took your waiting as a sign of weakness. They took your patience as a sign of weakness. They thought you needed them to do it. They thought you needed them to be present for you to get your 10 of coins, for you to get your new beginning, for you to get to that star energy. Like they thought they brought it. They thought they brought it. They thought they were supposed to bring it. They got some news. Tell me about this. Tell me about the 10 of coins. Tell me about the 10 of pentacles. Spirit, I love it. Yeah, you're not waiting anymore. There ain't no hanged man. I discerned this bitch. I'm getting both I deserve this bitch and I discerned this bitch. Like, no, I don't have to wait. That was a courtesy. That was a courtesy, bro. That was a favor. That was not a necessity. That was a freaking favor. Tell me about this Wheel of Fortune. Tell me about this Wheel of Fortune for the collective. 9 of Cups. Wish fulfillment. What are you wishing on? Which cup will you drink from today? You have several. You have several. Which cup are you drinking from today? Ooh, I got solar charged, Lottie. They were solar charged. That's star energy. They were solar charged. They are so burdened. Strength in reverse again with 10 of Wands. Because they can't even reach you. King of Swords in reverse. You have blocked the F out of them. They cannot even reach you. They can't touch you. Tell me more, Spirit. Let's get out. Because no, I don't usually dig in the karma, but where is that? Where is that deck? Where's that Evil Eye Oracle? Let's dig into it. Let's see what comes out. I just heard in some kind of bad way. They got it in some kind of bad way right now. In some kind of bad way. It's that cold. It's cold without you. It's cold. And I'm not, and I mean physically, yes, but I mean like energetically. Shout out again to Artemis too. It's like deep space cold. It's sub-zero cold. Ooh. Oh, unexplained freak accident. They got some shit going on, Mark. Oh, sorry. I don't mean to laugh at this. Is why, you guys, this is why I don't do karmic readings. Because I just end up freaking laughing. And it's not because I want to laugh at anybody. We all got to do some healing. But it's like when you think about what goes around comes around, you know, what they put out there is what they're getting back. And it's interesting because these unexplained freak accidents, they may think you're doing it, that you have something to do with it, that you've cursed them, that something has happened, that, you know, you're hating on them, that you yeah, seek. I looked down on the bottom. It says seek someone to perform or learn to do a hex breaking ritual. So they may be seeking somebody to try to break a hex. But the thing is that, and I think this came up in Lottie's reading too. The thing is that their Mars is in freaking retrograde. They've got this impulsive rage and anger and hostility, and they're having all these major blowouts, fights, and violence, and that's what they're drawing in. That's where these unexplained freak accidents come from. The universe is meeting them with violence. Why? Because that's what they're in. That's the energy they are moving in. They are ungrounded and unfounded. Yeah, narcissistic behavior. They do think it's all about them, though. They do think it's all about them. They secretly keep tabs on your every move coming out. They watch you and they get seething mad because they can't stand to see you shine. Just came out because you're solar powered. They watch you and they can't stand to see you shine. You are shining so bright. I'm going back to this turning tides. Let's go back to this turning tides. Let's see what else they got to say. What do they got to say, Spirit? What do they got to say? They're longing for you. Damn. Blame it all on my ego. Blame it all on my ego. Guys, they will never stop loving you. Where did that just go? I just saw it. You're unlike anyone I've ever known, and I feel lost without you. They will never stop feeling lost if they don't get grounded. Truth is, they could. If they could see past their ego and get themselves grounded, they could heal. That energy of feeling like they lost you forever has them so up in their head and stuck in the past that they won't even take up the healing. They don't even try. They don't. This is a woe is me. It's not given just ego and narcissistic. It's given somebody who's plays the victim to manipulate. And they would project so much onto you. It's all your fault. It's your fault they had third parties. It's your fault they couldn't stop, drinking or doing drugs. It's your fault that they do them in the first place. It's your fault that they. Yeah, it was always you. But it's not just it was always you. Listen, hear me out. It's not just that it was always you that I had these amazing feelings for, but it's always you. It's always your fault. As long as it's always your fault that it didn't work out, they don't have to take any accountability for what they did that made you want to walk away. That made you say, I'm done. That's enough. Ooh, guys. Guys. Somebody's got it bad. I'm hearing Ella Fitzgerald. The poets say that all who love are blind. But I'm in love and I know what time it is. This is I got it so bad. Ooh, this person probably played you hard. Kept third parties for sure. Used third parties to try to come over you. Get over you. I was gonna say come over you, but it's both to get you out of character. 10. I think that's supposed to be the 10 of Cups. It says you are my everything, but it's in reverse. They screwed the pooch on themselves. I want a fresh start with you. That's Fool energy. I want a fresh start with you. Definitely on the bottom of the deck. Damn. They know you're special. Again, you got that star energy coming through, that sunshine. I love that. Love is the answer. All you need is love. Bum, ba, da, da, da. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. They didn't figure it out in time. That's the problem. They didn't figure it out in time. I don't even think they had the forethought to realize they loved you before they fucked that shit up. I am in so much pain. I am in so much pain. Ooh, I know you from somewhere and I am terrified. This is a past life connection. Look at this. I got 3, 6, 9 coming out together. It's quite beautiful. But the 3 was in reverse. So I had 3. I hope you wait for me. We already covered that. You weren't going to wait. They thought you're waiting. They thought you're patient. I'm not even going to say you're waiting because you were healing the whole time. You weren't waiting for them. You weren't waiting for them to begin your journey. You are on your own personal journey, going through the growth, going through the motions, getting your heart space cleared, getting your physical space cleared, getting your life put back together. You might have struggled through some pretty traumatic shit when you bumped into this person. Yeah, I know you from somewhere. This is a past life connection. 6 of Cups energy. I know you from somewhere. I am terrified. 9 of Swords. So there's that 3, 6, 9 coming through. I see another 3 here with the 21. You're manifesting like a mofo. You are manifesting. Manifest destiny. Look at you go. Look at you go. Look at you grow. Collective. You are doing amazing things right now. You really are not waiting. Yeah, look at this. Please give me time. I've never felt this way before. You did that. You gave them time. You gave them so much time. Don't let them play the blame game on you guys when they come back around. I see 13 here. I sometimes wonder if you care. Don't let them play that blame game. Don't let them act like, don't let them make you feel guilty, make you feel bad for taking care of you. Don't let them come in and talk about how miserable their life is without you. How cold it is, how lonely they are. They should have thought about that before they sabotaged things, before they wished that energy on you by turning their back on you. I'm getting like a ghosting energy. Ooh, good Lord. Good Lord, collective, you're doing great though. I kind of want to get back down to that beautiful energy we were seeing there. Let's get back down there. Let's explore that a little bit more. I ask and you shall receive. I wanted to know, what was he doing? What's going on here? Or she. If you're masculine watching, this could be a woman. This could be a feminine energy. Feminine and masculine energy, doesn't really matter. However it resonates, take it how it resonates. What do we got here? I want to know more. I want to know more. I think we pretty much know what their justice is. So let's look at this 9 of Cups for the collective. I'm not putting these cards back in the decks. I'll just moving them aside so we could see again. What is this? What is this 9 of Cups? What cups are we drinking from, Spirit? What cups are we drinking from? 8 of Wands, moving forward. You didn't wait. Queen of Pentacles. You didn't wait. 8 of Cups, walking away from people, places, or things who no longer serve you. Taking your cups with you. Skip me going from the 9 of Cups to 8 of Cups. It was like, that's 1 cup. Like, I didn't need that. I got a lot of cups. I gave you a cup. You know, you emptied it. Keep it as a souvenir, bro. Keep it as a reminder of what you could have had, what you would have had, what you lost. You keep that cup. You keep it, okay? I got plenty more. I'm laughing because 7 of Cups came out. It's like, you know what it's going to come down to, guys. It's like you're losing 1 cup at a time, and it's like every one of those cups that you give away is another experience. It's another lesson. It's another thing you learn. But when you run out of all those cups, you still got you in spirit. You still got the Holy Spirit. You still got God. You still got the universe. You got that Ace of Cups on your side. Let's face it. If you lost all the cups, you still have you. You still have God. You still have your higher self. You still have your spirit guides. There is always opportunities to refill. Exactly, Jean. Exactly. You can always refill. You can always refill. 9 of Swords, a reverse. 2 of Swords. I'm not worried about it. I'm choosing today not to worry about any cups that I lost along the way. Because truth be told, Spirit be handing me new cups every day. Spirit be giving me new opportunities to fill my cups every day. You keep that cup as your souvenir. You keep that cup as your souvenir because God's going to give me a new one. I'm thinking of this girl posted the other day. She was talking about how she'd thank you. God's going to give me a new cup. You keep those cups. God's going to give me a new one. 4 of Cups. Anybody who knows what the traditional 4 of Cups looks like, it's literally God trying to give you a new cup. You got 3 cups there, and God's like, hey, check this out. Ah, Spirit, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Anime, the free readings are on Wednesday and Sunday. Look at that. Look what just came out. Didn't I just say, what did I just say? Ace of Cups. God's saving the most beautiful cup for you. God is saving the most beautiful freaking blessings for you. Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. God's got the most beautiful fucking blessings for you. Nobody can take it from you. What's yours is yours, period. Period, point blank. Nobody can take it from you. Five of Pentacles in reverse. The Star. Another confirmation on the star energy. Nobody can take your blessings from you. That's, they thought they could hold up your bless. They thought they were your blessing. They thought they thought they were the cup. They thought they were the cup. They thought you were, no, they thought they were the cup. They thought you needed them. Oh, okay. I knew it was coming out right, and then it came out wrong, and then it was coming out right again. I don't know, maybe that's what they were hoping for. They said something wrong. They said something wrong. They said something, they moved funky. They said something wrong. They just fucked it all up. And they know it. So what we got for the collective, though? We still winning. We still growing. And that's just the thing, is they thought you were stuck without them. They thought you wouldn't go anywhere. What they didn't see was the energetic work that you were doing behind the scenes on self. They assume you're doing energetic work on them, but what they didn't see is the energetic work you've been doing on yourself. They weren't watching how you were taking nothing. Thank you. It's right off the bottom. Again, with that King of Swords in reverse, too. You cut this person right off. They did not see the energetic work you were doing on yourself. The whole time that they were lying and scheming and playing games to hold up your Ten of Pentacles, they didn't realize they couldn't block it. You would just move on and do it yourself. And this isn't about finding someone else to take their position. It's like you did it. You stepped up for you. You claimed your cup. You took your pentacles. You invested in yourself. You invested your energy into you. You invested in healing. You invested in, I've heard here, like a rebirth. You took control. The things that you had control over, you took control over them. Yeah, you balanced that shit. You balanced that shit. You didn't need a King of Pentacles because you became the King of Pentacles. You used that Queen of Wands energy to propel you into that King of Pentacles space, to make things right, to balance things out. The universe, fuck them if they didn't want to reciprocate. The universe was ready, willing, and able to reciprocate whatever you were putting out there. Even if you were putting it towards them and they weren't reciprocating, the universe was seeing every bit of love that you were pouring into their cup. And the universe was said, you know what? That's valuable. Let me give you some pentacles for that shit. Let me show you what you can do with what you were pouring in their cup. Ooh, let me show you what you can get for that. Leap and I will catch you. Do not be afraid. I will catch you. Drop those fears and insecurities. Forget about whether or not you feel lonely, because you got God. You got the universe. You got the energy on your back holding you up. Woo! Run with it. Justice coming out again. That's how you make things fair. That's how you make things balanced. Four of Cups again. God said, let me show you. I got something better than any of these fuckers do. What did I say about the rebirth? You cut people off. You cut people off and you had this rebirth energy. You started pouring into yourself. You balanced shit out. It isn't even that you were pouring into yourself necessarily, and I'm not saying you're not, but hear me out. Because you were pouring into other people, but they weren't reciprocating. So the universe met you in that space. So spirit met you in that space. Spirit said, I see these people. I see what they're doing and I see what they're not doing. And I'm going to show you I can do better. The universe can give you better. Keep pouring from your cup. Don't be afraid to love. Keep investing. But you changed your focus of the investment, and still, it wasn't about pouring back into self. You started pouring into friendships that were meaningful. You started pouring into the people who were giving back. You started pouring into your family. You did start pouring into yourself. You did start investing in yourself. Absolutely, that's true, but Spirit showed you how to do it. Spirit showed you how to heal enough to love yourself again and how to pour into others' cups without that expectation, with that pure knowing that Spirit's got your back. It's going to come back through with something absolutely wonderful, with full fucking cups, ninefold. Tenfold. Thank you, Spirit. I'll take it. We saw the 9 of Cups earlier, but Spirit said ninefold, make it 10. Yeah, you started pouring into those friendships and shit started turning in your favor. Once you started pouring into the connections that were given back, things started turning in your favor. You started letting go of anybody that wasn't communicating clearly. Their intentions weren't clear. You built healthier boundaries. And look at you stepping into Empress. Heck yeah. Look at this energy, guys. All this just came out on the bottom. Just like a freaking beautiful... You cut off those people that couldn't communicate, couldn't commit, couldn't bring a cup, couldn't fill a cup. You made boundaries. You stepped into your Empress self. You got yourself balanced again. We already got, what did we already had that? We already had the Queen of Wands. We had the Queen of Swords. She's right over here. We had the King of Pentacles. You stepped up for yourself. You grounded your own masculinity to step into that Empress. What is that ABBA song? Oh my God, somebody help me with that ABBA song. Money, 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 must be funny. It's a rich man's world. Money, 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 always sunny. It's a rich man's world. Ah, all the things I could do if I had a little money. It's a rich man's world. You stepped into it, though. You stepped into it. Yeah, look at you. You made something from nothing. You transmuted the broken heart energy. You said, fuck this, and created a new way for yourself. Nobody's blocking you. Nobody's keeping you from going forward. Nobody's magic is going to stop you from creating your own space and doing your own thing. There's nothing they can do to stop you. Heck, Spirit just said there's nothing you can even do to stop yourself at this point. You got so much momentum. You were like a freight train. You ain't slowing down for no pig on the tracks. You were just going. You... I'm just seeing this train. You were just rolling through it. I want to see something about this Justice Spirit. I'm being called to a past life deck. I kind of want to see from the Oracle. I feel like there's some kind of karma you cleaned up from a past life. Some energy, something you were overcoming from a past life. Woo! That's some beautiful vibes. Food and hunger, scarcity mindset. Displacement, Atlantis in reverse. Feeling like you didn't have no place, no one, no thing. You took care of that because you created a place for yourself. You gave yourself the thing, the place. You bought the farm. Did you buy the farm? Did y'all buy the farm? You went from, look at though, you went from starving to feeding, to make it, creating your own. Getting that space, having that space, creating that place in your life for you where you felt full, rewarded, where you could see growth, where you could see expansion. How? Because you had trust and freaking faith. Because you took that leap. What did we say? We had that leap of faith right here. We had that Fool card. Because you freaking trusted. You trusted St. Michael. We had St. Michael on the bottom somewhere here. Guys, if I could find it. You had St. Michael down there. He was like, touch not my anointed ones. I'm going to show you what you can do with me, not with them, with me, with spirit, with God, with trust, with faith. Where did he go? Temperance, I know you're down here somewhere. I buried you good. you may have even felt like you were alone and God didn't have your back, but it's like, look at all the layers of manifesting that have come. Look at everything they moved out of your way. I know you're in here somewhere, Temperance. Where did you go? Ooh, you are down here. I know you are. Is that it? No, that's the Queen of Cups. She's still beautiful. I love that deck so much. We don't use it enough. Let's see what we got here. We'll hold on to these two because I'm looking for the companion. I know I saw him down there. I know we had him. He's just buried. This is why I do the short readings, y'all, because I get messy. I get messy. Here he is. Thank you. Thank you, St. Michael. I knew you were down there. You trusted. You had faith. You had faith that if it was for you, you weren't going to have to fight for it. You weren't going to have to beg. You weren't going to have to scream. You weren't going to have to chase. You don't have to chase what's for you. That's the karma. In a past life, when you have that scarcity mindset, and even when I say past life, you could think of the previous version of yourself in this life as a past life. As the you who was feeling scarce, who was really struggling. You trusted Spirit to pull you up out of that struggle, to protect you, to create that space for you, to bring you into your new life, to bring your new life to you. Tell me more about this past life energy. Tell me more about this past life energy. Tell me more about this past life energy. Thank you. If anybody caught our last Friday live, we talked extensively about the power of forgiveness. Right? We got medicine man or woman, and we got forgiveness coming out. You learned how to transmute. That's the difference between the last life and this life. And by last life, I mean your former life, this lifetime. The you that might have chased, the you who might have over-explained, the you who might have fought for something that was creating chaos and friction, the you that felt like an orphan, the you that felt alone, the you who was struggling with unrequited love. You didn't beat yourself up for being that person. You didn't beat yourself up for being that person. You held that person. You forgave that person. And I'm not talking about forgiven the other person either. I'm talking about that past version of yourself. You forgave yourself for holding on too hard to things that weren't meant for you. That was that energy where they thought that you would be waiting forever, and you were like, I'm not waiting for you. I'm not waiting for you. You assume I'm waiting for you because I answered the door for you. I'm not waiting. Well, you left me alone. I was taking care of myself. I was learning my value. I was forgiving the younger version of me that used to put up with that. Hey, Tanya. What did I say? You were a train. You were a train. You weren't going to stop. Steve Engine's going. I was not waiting. I was not. You know how the train takes off kind of slow? You know, it's. So one of my favorite things about taking the train from Chicago to California, right? You get in those mountains and it's so slow. You're around Colorado and you are just chugging so slow up those mountains. You want to get over them, you know. You feel like the trip is going to take forever, for freaking ever, right? And you come down the other side and it's like midnight and you're heading across the desert in that train is going so freaking fast and you can hear it, but you can't see the desert. You can't see how fast you're going. I feel like that's what a lot of you guys were experiencing. It was like you got over a hurdle in your healing and you hit that desert, that straight shot, and you just started going so freaking fast that this person couldn't even see you. You were gone. You were gone before they realized you made it over that freaking mountain. Hey, Mr. Awesome, how are you? I hope your mama's feeling better, bro. Yeah, health coming out just as I'm thinking about you. I hope your mama's feeling better. How are you doing? Wishing you luck, Rusty. I hope everything is good with you. Let's get something else here. What else we got, Spirit? What are we being called to? What are we being called to? Let's look at the 7 energies. Let me clear up some of this. Man. Oh my mess. Good. Is she getting any better? Is she getting any better? Is she still in the hospital or is she home recovering? Give us the good news, Mr. Awesome. Give us the good news. Ooh, guys, this beautiful energy, though. Let's get some of this cleaned up, and then we'll grab something. I'm hearing that, like, the little train that could, the little engine that could. I think I can. I think I can. I thought I could. I thought I could. That's you guys. Over the mountain and into the desert. Ripping it up. Today Friday or last Friday? Last Friday? Next Friday? I'm praying still. Lots of prayers going out to you and your family. God, I love this deck. That's so beautiful. Here's the back of it for anybody who's curious. I'll grab the box here in a second. I'll show you. It's a nice deck. I've always enjoyed it. It was intimidating to read the first couple of times, but it's really beautiful. El Dios de los Tres. Tarot de El Dios de los Tres. It's got some neat energy going on. Who's the creator? Does it say? I don't think it does. It's in Spanish. Can't help you there. 2020. Ooh, a 2020 deck. I guess that's not surprising. It doesn't, it doesn't like 2020. Thank you, Spirit. It's a beautiful deck for those of you that collect decks. I highly recommend this one. It's one of those colorful ones, but it's got some interesting energy. You spoke English and Spanish. I never spoke Spanish very well. I worked with some people from Puerto Rico who I'm sure taught me some half-assed Spanish shit. I didn't know what I was saying. But I was never good at foreign languages. I never picked up on it. I got a cousin who could speak fluent French. I never had it. I don't have a brain for language. I'm a visual thinker. Now, my daughter, she doesn't speak a foreign language, but what she can do is amazes me. If I'm trying to read with her, she can transpose the letters on the page into notes of music, and she could find a melody in written word, like a hidden code. She's like a code breaker. She has a song. She has a song called "Table of Contents" because I couldn't get past the first page with her. She saw a rhythm in the words, a melody in the words, table of contents. And she was so distracted, she had to go transpose the message. So she's a bit of a code breaker. She thinks so differently. It's pretty amazing skill, pretty amazing talent. You speak country the hardest. Almost done cleaning this up, guys, and then we'll grab the energy of sevens here. Let me get these sorted up. Man, you guys are glowing and growing though, man. Shining so bright in your star energy. Making people gotta bust out their freaking Ray-Bans and shit. Don't apologize, collective. If somebody comes in making you feel like your shine is too bright, don't apologize for it. Throw them some shades. Don't apologize. Don't apologize. Keep shining. Maybe in the past you did. Maybe this person got used to you apologizing and you're just not anymore. Maybe you've noticed they stopped coming around when you stopped apologizing for their sabotaging, you know? Ooh. Bam, shine bright like a diamond. Yeah, hell yeah. Shine on. Sis stars, bro, earthers, get grounded. Get grounded. Sis stars, shine on, bro, earthers, get grounded. That's how we work together. That's how we do it together. No woman's gonna feel safe with somebody who's flighty, who's ungrounded, who's in and out. There's no real security and safety in that. I love this new song too, guys. Do you like it? My favorite guy who does the copyright free music put out this new release. I think it's called Alone in a Cafe. It's got this nice little jazz feeling. A rather new release. I didn't check the date, but it is called Alone in a Cafe. I like it. I like it. I saw it when I went to sign in and get some music up, and I was like, hell yeah, let's do it. All right, we're going to look at sevens. Just got to get all those cards out of my way. Thank you guys for being patient while I clean that up. Take a deep breath, get yourself centered, get yourself tapped in. Let's see what else is going on. Probably a lot of confirmation, but let's do it anyways. Let's do it anyway. Spirit likes confirmations. That's what they just said. We like confirmations. Amen. Me too. I just heard synchronicities. So you may be getting a lot of synchronic confirmations, like you think about something or you say, Spirit, show me something, and they're answering, they're replying. You may be getting immediate replies. It's given me the night that I told Jean something about pennies from heaven, and the next day there was a penny in the hall right outside my door. It's that kind of like instant answer from the universe, instant replies. Synchronic. It is synced, but I'm getting the word synchronic, and I'm going to say it exactly the way Spirit's given it to me. It's like seeing how how instantly you can manifest things, how like immediately the universe responds. It's like the more healed and the more grounded you get, the more centered you are, the more balanced you are, the more you see the synchronicities, the more you get the instant confirmations. You've shifted from saying I need or I want into, I have it already. It's already mine. I'm not waiting. It's already mine. I never was waiting. Maybe I was sitting at the station for a second. I'm moving forward. Time machine. Yeah. Thank you, Spirit. When I say that past version of yourself, you left that shit behind. But you did so lovingly. You did so with care. You did so with forgiveness. You did so with understanding. You did so with really looking at yourself. You didn't do it by going around looking at everybody else, what they were doing, how they were doing it. You didn't do it by blaming others for not moving forward. You jumped timelines by taking care of yourself, by paying attention, by not looking in the rearview mirror anymore, not being caught up on that past version of self. You looked at that version of you at that time. Okay, and you saw where you felt broken. You could feel it because you were paying attention to the triggers. You were tuning into your own triggers, but you weren't tuning into your triggers and transmuting them into anger. You weren't letting them build up into frustration and anger. I mean, you may have caught yourself doing that and then being like, I don't want to be in this energy. This isn't the person I want to be. This isn't the person I'm becoming. You may have even thought, have I become my mom? That's for those of you that may have had an angry mom or unhealed mother wounds, What you asked yourself, what fruit am I bearing? That's what I'm saying. Thank you. You asked yourself, what fruit am I bearing? That past version of self, you sat in those feelings and you said, what fruit? What fruit am I bringing? 3-3. What fruit am I bringing? And what fruit would I rather bring? Why do I think that timeline that I desire so much is unattainable? What changes can I make in this moment to shift me into that person I am meant to be? The person I am becoming, the person I am. If I can see it, I can be it. You stopped making excuses for yourself, is what Spirit just said. it was like you could start seeing that making excuses for others was really triggering you, and you stopped making excuses for others, and in that you started to see where you might have been making excuses for yourself too. Excuses to hold on to those people, excuses to wait, excuses to be angry, to be unaligned. I just took a really big breath. It felt like healing the heart. Yeah, thank you, Spirit. I just took a really big breath. Seriously, cleansed off that dusty heart chakra. You started to see, I cannot bear fruit from an angry place. The truth started shining through. What is your motive? It's got to be merry. It's got to be merry. It's got to be harmonious. You learned how to play with the universe, collective. There's that star energy coming through again. That's that forgiving that past version of self. 39. We got that 369 coming through huge. Hi, SK. Welcome in. Welcome to the collective reading. Roots of abundance. Roots of abundance. You got grounded. You took a deep breath and you grounded yourself in your reality. In your reality. It's like you shifted what you believed about yourself. You remembered how you felt as a kid, that vision you had for you, what direction you wanted to go in. You pretty much, yeah. Screw it. Birds of a feather. Leave them behind. That birds of a feather flock together. And it's like you started paying attention to the people you were holding on to, that you were fighting to be with, the way they were moving, the way they were encouraging you to move, right? These people that were angry, these people that were vengeful, these people that were karmic, right? You started saying, no, thank you. You did it for your inner child. You went back and you held her hand. And you showed her which direction to go in, how to find her way out of that maze, how to come into that new sense of self. That's how you switch timelines. Awakening genius. Thank you. Great and full. Spirit showed you how to fill that cup. Spirit showed you how to fill that cup. Over and over and over again. Spirit showed you how to lose a cup and find a new one. Spirit showed you there's a cup around every corner. There literally is a cup around every corner. Use that as your confirmation this week. Every time you see a cup, remember Spirit showing you they're everywhere. They're everywhere. Don't worry about, I'm seeing the 5 of cups. Don't worry about the 3 that spilled. There's 2 more behind you. Don't worry about it. I'm thinking of the dream I had of my grandma. So the first time I had a dream about my grandma was several years after she passed away. And I was like, man, I never dream about my grandma. I wish I would have a dream about my grandma. So the first dream I had about my grandma, I'm sitting at her feet while she's rocking and knitting. And I'm telling her everything that happened since she passed away. And I woke up and realized it was a dream, and it hit me so hard that I wasn't really sitting at my grandma's feet, that I must have cried 8 hours that day straight, just bawled all day long, like I missed my grandma so hard. So the next time I had a dream about her, she gave me something to do. Like she got to keep me busy, right? In the dream, her whole thought process shortly after that too. She didn't wait long. She didn't wait long to come back to me, but she says, I'm going to give her something to do. And if I give her something to do in the dream, like, she won't be so upset. Like, she won't be so distracted or so, like, focused or whatever it was. So, I start this dream with my grandma, and she gives me this big flat plate and a big mound of meatloaf, like ground beef. We're supposed to be making meatloaf. She gives me a cup of milk, and I'm supposed to like blend the milk into the meat. And I don't know if anybody's ever put meat in their milk, or milk in their meatloaf, but it makes that shit super moist and delicious, man. So she's got me pouring it, but it's a flat plate, right? So she's talking to me, but I am so like caught up on the fact that the milk is like spilling over the edges of the plate, right? Like how are you supposed to mix milk into this ground beef when it's on a freaking plate? It's not even in a bowl, and it's all spilling over the edges, spilling over the floor, and I'm getting all frustrated and angry and mad and I'm about to break this freaking dish, you know? And the only thing I remember my grandma actually saying in that dream was, well, there's no use crying over spilled milk. It's exactly something my grandma would have said. Ain't no use crying over spilled milk. And then I woke up laughing. Yeah, Jean, I wasn't thinking of that in my dream. I was so mad. I was so mad. Broken open. Thank you. Great big love. Yeah, exposed and revealed. That's like your ancestors coming through beyond the ordinary, opening you up, showing you a higher view. Quieting the mind. I love these cards. Quieting the mind, bringing yourself back into center. Taking yourself out of that anger and that frustration. Realizing you can't cry over the things that are outside of your control. The milk's already spilled, man. The cup's already spilled. It's all right. You're never late. You're never late, but there's no list tonight, my love. This is the tribe vibe. This is a collective reading tonight. This is a tribe vibe. Hold on, these cards are mixed up. I just grabbed a different deck, and like half of them are one way and half of them are the other. So let me get them in the right direction. And then I'll pull a few from it, and we'll see where we go from there. But that's what you guys did. You learned how to transmute all that frustration. You learned how to not cry over that spilled milk. You learned how to realize that, you know, if that milk was meant for that meatloaf, it would have stayed on the freaking plate. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, you took on your healing. Thank you, Spirit. You took on that healing. Again with that burning away of the heart. Like that's like that dream I had with Saint Michael, where the heart, oh, look who's right on the bottom. Moonlight goddess, repressed emotions, healing and reflection, angel energy. You learn how to dust off your dusty ass aura. You learn how to not let other people dust it back up again. That's so powerful, collective. That is so powerful. I am having fun. So freaking powerful. My grandma was beautiful. She had such a beautiful, kind soul. Tree of life. Fertility, creativity, destiny, magical blessing. She truly was. She truly was a magical blessing. You carried the magical blessings of your ancestors with you forward. You be one of these tiny little branches out on the end, pushing and pushing, trying so hard to grow that tree. And it's like, do you see how far you've come? Do you see what you've come from? Do you see what you had to grow through to get here? There's a bit of enlightenment here coming from the ancestors through the heart chakra. It's going to be receiving, like I'm just talking about now with the dream, you could be receiving messages from your ancestors in your dreams, prophetic dreams. Eat your dinner. Take care of yourself. Look at that. Moonlight and enchanted forest. Mystery, magic, excitement. travel, romance, and potential. All right, Spirit, we just saw this Moonlit Goddess. And then we got Moonlight coming out. So whatever this new direction you're headed in, get excited about it. Know that you're magical. There's something about letting go of wondering what's coming next. Let it be a mystery. Let it be exciting. Don't try to predict it, I say as a tarot reader. Don't try to predict what's coming. Can you let go of predicting what's coming? I mean, I'll keep reading for you guys, but when it comes to like love and relationship, that's what it's given me. Eternal love, happiness, harmony, fulfillment. Thank you. What did I say in the very beginning? Purification of fire. You are the fire. You were the purifier, not the purified. Yes, you did. You figured out your wholeness. You became purified. But to others, you become the purifier, the fire. Says bare essentials, naked truth, wholeness. You speak truth. You hold mirrors up to people. You hold a mirror up to others. That was intimidating. Oh, look, 2 cards of fulfillment and harmony. We got fulfillment, harmony, and protection. It's almost like that St. Michael vibes coming through again. It's got that tree of life vibes again. It's giving me that energy of being protected by your ancestors, being protected by your spiritual team while you hold the mirror up for others. You are being protected. While you speak your truth, you are being protected. That's a 9 of Cups energy. We had that earlier. 9 of Hearts is 9 of Cups energy. Winter's End. Thank you. We are coming into it. Regeneration, rebirth, positive outcome. Regeneration, rebirth, positive outcome. Thank you, Spirit. Absolutely. 100%. I give him that Benny Boone again. I got him the other day. Moonbeam ice cream. I don't know the rest of the song, but there's something about taking his pants off. I don't know. I don't know what he's on about. Let's see what else we got up here. Let's look at the Sacred Destiny deck, maybe. Yeah, let's check this one out. We haven't seen this one in a minute. You guys are just, you're rocking it. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of me. I'm so proud of the collective. But seriously, what a journey. How magical are you? Do you see it yet? What's stopping you from seeing how magical you are? What is stopping the collective from seeing how magical they are? What is something they need to know about their destiny, Spirit? What is something they need to know about their destiny? Oh, that was a lot. I'm putting them back in. That was too many. Okay, never mind. I flipped it over. Right on the bottom was love. Don't be afraid to take a risk on love again. Don't be afraid. So you have a higher perspective now. Like you've been through a couple. Oh, that looks just like one of the mountains I went by. I took a picture of it. If you're on my Facebook, you can even find it. When I went to California, the desert, right? When the train's really going so freaking fast. That's exactly that energy. Don't be afraid to take a risk on love again. Loving yourself. Relaxation. Lati, didn't you get something about feminine leadership? I got focus and leadership coming through as well. And potential. So there's a potential leader in you. You have the potential to lead. If you focus just a little bit, you do have to give yourself this downtime. Look at that moon energy coming through again. You do have to give yourself the downtime. Look at travel. This is all giving me travel vibes right here. You might be traveling and meeting somebody as you travel, or planning to travel and meet somebody. Where did that moonlight goddess go? I know she's in here. Repressed emotions, healing and reflection, this relaxation. This give me that being easy on yourself. Like when you are reflecting and reevaluating where you've been, where you're headed to. Be easy on you, be easy on yourself, relax into it. Look at this moon energy. Openness, be open with yourself. Be open to love. Be open to taking risks in your life. Believe in miracles. Amen. Take delight in the little things. Take delight in those synchronicities. Understand that those synchronicities are magic. They're blessings. Thank you. Looking down on the bottom. And right behind blessings is protection again. You are protected. Again with the tree energy. Again with the tree and the protection. God, I haven't seen this deck in so long. It's so crazy how that really came out. Fulfillment, harmony, protection. You are protected by your ancestors, your whole line, your lineage, how far you've come, what brought you here. You are protected. You wouldn't even be here if you weren't protected. Thank you, Spirit. Let's look at the chakra deck. Let's get another deck out. Why not? Let's see what's coming out in the Wisdom Oracle. Chakra Wisdom Oracle. What do we need to know? Are there any messages directly from our ancestors about maybe what we shouldn't be hard on ourselves for? What might be still triggering or surfacing? What chakras might we need to still focus on clearing? Yeah, recovery. This is that relax energy. I feel like you might be in spiritual recovery. But look what comes after that, right behind that. Look at both of these. See how both of these spirits are breathing life into your experience? So it's like you go through this recovery, and it's like once you get through this recovery period, you come into expansion. Look at how he's breathing. Both of those cards breathing life. This is the messenger of God. Look at this. This is the word of God. And then this is the word of God being brought unto you. The way out. You were feeling this chakra deck. I've been eyeing it for like the last 2 or 3 decks. It was sitting over there and I was like, I'm going to get to you. I'm going to get to you. I'm going to get to you. I was like, I'm feeling so many decks tonight that I haven't felt in a hot minute, which I think is beautiful, but it makes a mess on the table. But that's all right. That's all right. Gratitude. I'm grateful for the mess. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, release. There's a whole lot of release in prayer. I'm just hearing there is release in prayer. There is release in prayer. Thank you, Spirit. The wisdom, that wisdom, prayers of gratitude help you release. That word of God coming in for the recovery, the wisdom of God that's bringing you into recovery is focusing on the gratitude through prayer. Prayer creates release. Whoo, hi, Aaliyah. Hi. Thank you, Kaiser. How are you? Of course, I'm taking super chats and donations, but there is no list tonight. I will be back on Sunday, but if you want to leave a donation, I would absolutely put you on the list for Sunday. I'd even timestamp you guys. If anybody's leaving a donation tonight, I will timestamp you. I'll put you at the top of the list on Sunday. You will get your readings first. If you want to leave a question, I'll make sure I write them down. Oh, that's with a donation, of course. Thank you. Thank you so much. Letting go of guilt. That's it. Focus. Yeah, letting go of rejection. Those came out in reverse. Letting go of rejection, letting go of guilt. That's something about the illusion. The guilt and the rejection are an illusion. It's a trickery. It's a trick of spirit. It's like being enlightened about, when something or someone, and it's you're the only one that can take your focus off gratitude. Nobody else is doing that. Nobody else makes you cry over spilled milk. You do it. That's you. Whether you're spilling the milk or you're seeing someone else spill the milk, okay? It's you that takes your eye off the prize. You don't have to be perfect for anybody. Let them talk. Haters gonna hate. You don't have to be perfect for anybody. Let them talk. Let them say shit. Let them be a way. Let them be some kind of way. Let them be some kind of way. Let them, eat their own words is what I heard. Let them eat their own words. Let them eat their own words. Let's get another deck because this is so fun. Let's get some more. We're going to get the secret language of light. I'm pulling out all my old favorite decks. I haven't seen these in a minute. We'll call it dusting off. We'll call Fridays a dusting off of the decks. Get them all out here. I don't know if anybody's seen this one. This is a good one. Denise Jarvie. Some beautiful, beautiful energy. Awakening. Thank you, Spirit. And focus. Look at that. Look at that instant confirmation. We just had that. Nobody else could take you off your game. You do. You do it. If you are off your game, it's because you've done it. It's like there's this energy of stepping out of that. I'm getting this enlightenment for this awakening. Look at that golden energy. Solar plexus chakra. What fell on the floor? Whispers. Your spirit team they talk to you all the time. Get another 12. We saw 12 a bunch of times tonight. So more confirmations, more. Don't take your focus off yourself. Just as I was saying that, 3 cards came out. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit, for this beautiful confirmation immediately. Inward revolution. Meditation. Nothing has gone wrong. Nothing has gone wrong. If there is no other affirmation that you take away from this reading tonight, do remind yourself frequently that nothing has gone wrong. Nothing has gone wrong. It didn't work out because it wasn't meant for you. Be grateful that Spirit didn't force you into anything that wasn't meant for you. Be grateful that Spirit gave you the ability to refocus your energy on what is for you. Meet Spirit with gratitude. Meet your ancestors with gratitude. Say thank you. Thank you, Spirit. I am listening. What do we need to know? What are you whispering? What are you whispering? What do you want us to know? What are you telling us? What are your ancestors saying? Focus. Focus. Focus on yourself. Never mind what they're saying. Never mind what you think they're saying. Create space for your soul craft and your soul journey. Again, with this movement, motion. It's given 9 of Cups again. We got 9 coming through here. Look at the path to ascension. How beautiful is that? Creating space for your soul craft is going to help your ascension. It's going to... Thank you. Thank you. These are 2 beautiful cards back to back. We'll keep them. Oh, I'll take all 3. Thank you, Spirit. Look at this. Wellness. Insight. And healing. When you take your focus off what others are doing, when you focus on your soul craft, we got soul writing on the bottom. Get out, Spirit. You're so cute. And channeling. So if you're a channeler, all right. If you are a channeler, get grounded. Look again with that. Aw. I could go through this whole deck. It's so cute. I just said aw because it's my mom, Joy. That was her name. Get grounded in spirit. Get grounded. Get grounded. Earthly ground. Soulcraft is there to get you grounded. Your soulcraft is there to get you grounded. To help you feel safe in self. So you're not seeking safety in others. People who can't even make themselves feel safe, right? Again, we talked about that earlier. If they can't make themselves feel safe, they're not going to be able to make you feel safe. They're not going to be able to create the space and the capacity for you in that way. The best case scenario is 2 people who feel safe in themselves coming together. That's a secure connection. That's a soulful connection. That's soul mating. Manifestation, let your light shine. Manifestation, let your light shine. Get grounded and shine on. That's what it's given. Get grounded and shine on. Don't worry about what they're saying. Don't worry about what other people think about your soul craft. Don't even worry about if you're feeling this lonely spirit, because you're not. Again, it's giving me, look at that moon in the trees. It's giving me that your ancestors are with you. You are never alone. You are never alone. If you are feeling loneliness, if you are feeling alone, if you are feeling loneliness, look at that. Look at that as a trigger. Evaluate it. Be grateful for the peace. Find gratitude in the silence. Find gratitude in the presence of peace. You prayed for peace. You prayed for peace. It's given being uncomfortable when your prayers are answered. And I feel like that was part of what, the people who weren't aligned with you were experiencing, was this discomfort and like answered prayers. It's like praying for spirit to show you a way out, and then the door opens and you hide under the fucking bed. That's what again, they didn't feel safe. They didn't feel safe, but that doesn't mean you have to stay somewhere you don't feel safe. Again, you guys weren't waiting the whole time. You were focused on your own path, your own healing. You were so focused you could see through whatever this trickery was and you could release it. Right? Now you're in recovery and feeling grateful for it because you were open and you received that wisdom, that expanded capacity for self, for love. Meeting yourself in a space for expansion, right? Opening yourself up to the idea It's like opening it stopped there. Like the message, so open yourself up to the idea. And it's given me like the idea is just the inspiration from spirit, from your ancestors, the messages, the idea. It's not the idea of anything. It's just being open to spirit, being open to receiving. Is she pregnant in the expansion card? I don't know. Let me see. Did I already put that one away? I think I did. I'm looking. She might be. She is in the gratitude card. She is in the gratitude. Yep, with the earth, just like the Empress. Just like the Empress and the Seeing Light Seers Tarot, which I think she was out here. I might have put her away. I think I put her away, but yes, she's giving Empress vibes. She's giving Empress vibes. Oh, this is so beautiful. Should we do another round, guys? Should we keep going? You got enough time and energy for another round? If you do, I do. If you do, I do. Just sorting them out a little bit here. Getting my mess situated. Love this. I love this. Great and full. Then we just had that gratitude. Great and full. That gratitude energy coming through again. I love all the little confirmations, deck after deck, all the little layers. I love all those little layers. I have a deep appreciation for those little layers. I think that's what you guys are coming into, learning how to do, like having a deeper appreciation for the layers of you, for the stages, you know, for the stages, for this energy here. Wishing upon a star, healing the heart, awakening genius. These are all different layers of you. Having a deeper gratitude for that. Your ancestors may be showing you the different layers of yourself. The different versions of you. It's like I feel like your spirit team isn't just showing you the different versions of who you have been and who you have become, but like who you could have become if you had made worse decisions. Do you know what I mean? Like you could sit back and have gratitude for some of the decisions that you made that like made you go down a different path than where you were headed. Right? Like you could see where you were headed. You could see what train you were on. You know, and you put on the brake somewhere. You switched rails. You, you know, you changed tracks. You flipped. You jumped timelines, and it's like you could be grateful for that. If nothing else, you could be grateful for that. Did it possibly lead you into a space where you felt like you were lonely or in solitude? Maybe. But that's the place where that genius is awakened. That's where that enlightenment comes in. Thank you, Spirit. When you're on that solo journey, when you're feeling yourself, when you realize you're not perfect, right? When you're honest with yourself about where you can improve, where you can grow. You're no longer blaming others. You're no longer allowing other people to dictate what direction you're going in or whether you're sitting still or not. Thank you, Spirit. Where did I put the box for this one? I got boxes everywhere over here now. So beautiful. I'm so blessed. Thank you. Thank you for all these beautiful decks with all these gorgeous messages. Oh, there it is. Thank you. I like to, I don't know if anybody else does this. It's like the old Catholic in me. But, so whenever you lose something, you'd be like, back in the day, people would pray to St. Anthony, you know, to find something for them. Like as a Catholic, you'd be like say a little prayer to St. Anthony when you lose something. And I got to the space where I would just say, before I wouldn't pray, I'd skip the well, I mean, I guess it is a pray, but I would thank St. Anthony for his intercession. I wouldn't ask him to intercede. I would thank him for his intercession. It'd be almost immediate that I would find whatever's missing. There's something about that gratitude, like that spirit of gratitude helping you find what's missing. Thank you, Spirit. Let's get some love messages, shall we? Whispers of love. Let's get some of those. Let's get some of those. I gotta figure out what deck is this. Oh, this is the 7 energies. Okay. Is that a song? Tony, Tony. Oh, that's a little prayer. Like a little poetic prayer. Tony, Tony, come around. That's cute. I've never heard that. That's adorable. I'm always like, thank you, Saint Anthony. I remember one time, guys. What a story this is. I've told this story before. I don't talk about it that much, but I told this story before. I see 222 at the top, but this was spirit guided. God will like biff you. God will biff you if you're not listening, right? You know, sometimes prayer requires action. Okay, sometimes the answer to a prayer is a required action. Okay, it's not just something that spirit's gonna drop in your lap. But this is my favorite Saint Anthony experience. My favorite Saint Anthony experience. So somebody had called me and was like, "Oh, so and so went to check out an apartment, and the landlord tried to get frisky with her. You know, tried to tell her that if she had relations with him, if she did him some favors, he would do her some favors. It's very illegal. You can't do that, you know." And I had said to the person, "Oh gosh, that sounds awful. I'll pray for them." Right? I'll pray for them. And like in the first few seconds of prayer, it was like spirit biffed me and it was like, "You're gonna pray for them? What the fuck is that gonna do? Report the asshole. Find out who it was and report him to authorities. Prayer isn't gonna do anything. Your daughter lives in this city. You want a landlord like that in this city when your daughter's of age to rent? Is that how you want it to be? You're just gonna pray?" Because like spirit was rough on me that day. You're just gonna pray. And at the time I was such an anxious person. I feared conflict. I feared conflict with a passion. I wasn't creating conflict. I was minding my own business. I didn't want conflict. But I went online. I went into a local Facebook group and I said, "Yo, I heard there's a landlord doing XYZ, and I'm telling you, if I find out who you are, I'm going to do something about it." And people responded, and I couldn't believe the hundreds of responses saying the same exact landlord's name. How is this something that everybody knows about and nobody has done anything? In 20 years, this man has taken advantage of women from one side of the city to the other, and nobody has said a freaking thing until now. Are you kidding me? So part of the prayer was I had a card. I had a business card for a policeman at the station for I can't remember why I got his card. I barely remember why I had his card, but I knew I had his card and I couldn't find his card anywhere. And I was praying and praying and praying to St. Anthony. Where is this business card? I gotta call this what do you call them? The people who investigate, the investigator. He's in investigations. So I was like, I gotta call this guy who's a sergeant or something in investigations. Like, I gotta call this guy. I gotta talk to him. Where's the card? Where's the card? I couldn't find the card. St. Anthony, St. Anthony, St. Anthony. And then I was like, it just dawned on me, well, I could just call the police. I could just call the station. I could just call the station myself. And so, you know, and I'll tell you though, the police aren't the ones that ended up doing anything. Believe it or not, they were kind of covering up for this guy. They knew all along. They just weren't doing anything. So what ended up happening actually after I made that post, I got a message from somebody at the police department telling me to take the post down. Like I got threats from the police department, take the post down. And as soon as I got that threat from the police department, take the post down, I got another message from journalist in my area who was like, tell me what you know. And I was like, get your screenshots now. Cause I got to take the post down. Like, get your screenshots now. So I had this journalist get some screenshots. And just as I was having that journalist get the screenshots, I went ahead and I called Fair Housing, and that's who did something. Now he's still allowed to rent here, but actually I think he's about to go to prison. I ain't even lying. I ain't fooling. Dude's about to go to prison because he's gotten several, he's been arrested a few times since then because now everybody's got their eye on him. So he's gotten arrested for like public exposure and other things. He just got another, allegedly picked up for predating, predate for being a predator. For being he got arrested again for being a predator just last month. He's a real creep, Gene. He did it again. He took a girl to an empty building, and then he tried to get one of her friends to convince her to let him pay her off so that she wouldn't report it. She reported it. He got picked up, so he's going to court again for it. But it's like they wouldn't be watching. They'd still be hiding him. If I never made that phone call, if there was a huge case, there was a federal case against him. I couldn't believe it. Like maybe a year and a half after I started working with Fair Housing, I had the Northeastern District of Attorney from Washington, D.C. with like 5 of her interns sitting in my freaking kitchen taking notes. Imagine their faces when I told them it was because I was saying a prayer and God was like, what the fuck is a prayer gonna do? Call Fair Housing. Imagine that lawyer's face when I said, I never had any dealings with him, but I got a daughter and this is my city, and I was praying about it, and God said, make shit happen, and that's what I did. So he had to pay out probably $500,000. He had to sell several of his houses. He had to sign over management of his company. Unfortunately, there was some loopholes, and he was able to sign it over to his wife, which was really pretty sucky. And she's just aided and abetted him the entire time. She don't care. Imagine though, guys, imagine if any one of those people that it wasn't supposed to work out with ended up being a creep like this. Could you imagine? Like, be grateful that it didn't work out with some of the people that it didn't work out with. All right, Spirit, let's get some messages of love. That was a good story, though. But that card about St. Anthony, oh, I missed the best part, man. I got off the phone, and I had been praying for that card. I looked everywhere for it. When I hung up the phone from Fair Housing and I turned around, that fucking business card was sitting right in the middle of my living room floor. How did I miss it? But by that time, I realized the cops weren't going to be helpful. So, I mean, that was still a prayer answered, but how did I miss it? Do something for someone. Thank you, Spirit. Give your attention to another. Well, that's what I did. I was giving myself. I was protecting my city. Boy, I tell you, right after they busted him, it was like the heart chakra and my whole city like just blew wide open. A bunch of like real estate started getting bought up and fixed up. Like once he was no longer able to just freely slumlord it, like just the whole city blew up. New restaurants, new housing, new, like, just a whole new energy, new parks. Yeah, like all the parks got renovated. Like it was crazy to watch because it all just happened. Like it was like Spirit was like, watch this. Watch this. Watch what I'm about to do because you spoke up. You were afraid, but you did it anyways. You trusted me. You were afraid, but you did it anyways. Back to what you love. Reevaluate your desires. Thank you, Spirit. These are beautiful cards, aren't they? Take a look at that again. There's so much detail. It's definitely given spring. Coming into spring. What are you doing this year? What are you doing for others? What are you doing for yourself? What are you doing for yourself in the name of others? Back to what you love. Got all them butterflies. Transformation, growth, expansion. Look at all the doves for peace. Restoring peace, restoring harmony, relationship patterns. It takes strength to recognize the need for change. Exactly. Get back to, thank you, Spirit, for this instant confirmation. Have faith. Trust your faith in this situation. Didn't we get that in the very beginning of these readings tonight? Trusting your faith, taking that leap. Look at the number, guys. If you were here from the beginning, we've seen that 12 over and over. Get out. Get out. What number is on the top of this deck, guys? Do you see that? Oh, that says 32. I thought it said 12. I was like, how is there two 12s in this deck? But I'll take it. I love them 3 energies coming through. Take strength to recognize what needs to be changed, to get back to yourself. You can't fill others' cups if you're not filling your own. Oh, I don't think I've ever seen this card. Thank you, Spirit. Be in the present and dream of the future. When we dream, everything is possible. Look at that beautiful card. To the moon and back. Welcome home, Artemis. Welcome home, Integrity. I love it. I love that they got to do that on my daughter's birthday. Go around the far side of the moon. That was really cool. I love you. Aww. These are powerful words. I love you. That, I feel like that's your spirit team. I feel like you get the most energy when you're open to your spirit teams. Did you watch it? I did too, but I had to go back because I was all caught up in Lottie's reading tonight. And so I, like, when I got done, they had already touched down, but they weren't out yet. They weren't out of the capsule yet. But they were in the water. And so I rewound it so I could watch them come down. And then I got to see it land, and then I jumped ahead in real time to see them come out of the capsule. So it was perfect timing. Lottie's finished. It was perfectly timed. Yeah, I loved all the live feeds. I watched them on my daughter's birthday. So Monday when they went around the moon, I watched them all day. It was very fun. Look, didn't we say take a risk earlier? We got take a chance on love. When we love, our lives are changed forever. Don't let somebody, scare you away from love. You may have to, look at, it's 23. I thought it was 21. I keep seeing those 3s as 1s. I'm laughing about it now. But don't let people scare you away from love. Maybe redefine love. Redefine love and what it means to you. So you don't feel bad when others can't accept it. So you can give it freely. So you can release anything that's keeping you from feeling like you can fill your cup or fill others' cups, right? Okay. Okay. I'm telling you guys. We got two cards that just came out. Look to your inner strength, which we had the strength come out twice earlier. You are stronger than you realize. And what came out with this was romance. Woo-hoo, lavish the one you love with personal attention and affection. If you don't have this in your life right now, you may be coming into it. If you're not ready for it, that's okay too. Again, redefine what love means to you so that when it does come in, you feel safe and secure in experiencing it again. Listen with your heart. Listen with your heart. I don't know where I'm going, and I don't know why. Listen to your heart. Sorry, I had to. You are listening, but need to hear with a loving heart. Okay. Again, your spirit guides, your spirit team. They're like telling you, they're giving you messages all the time. You just have to be open to them. Didn't we have the card of miracles earlier? Miracles and blessings. Didn't we get the card miracles followed almost directly by blessings? Everything has its gift, miracles and blessings. So that's a double confirmation on two cards we just had from the last deck. Miracles and blessings. Thank you, Spirit. Let's get one more from this stack, and then maybe we'll dig into. It's given me like I want to pull out the fairy tale Lenormand because now I want to explore this little. What is this? What is this romance? Rest and relaxation. We had relaxation come through before. We all have a fundamental need to take a break. So, take a break. Maybe you feel like you've been pouring hard into the healing journey. I like to balance, right, my shadow work with light work. What does that mean to me? The affirmations, the beautiful things. You got your shadow work is like digging, talking about your triggers, healing the inner child. It's the heavy shit, right? It's the heavy shit. That's your, what's her name? Hold on, I got one of her books here. What is it? Teal Swan. Teal Swan's the shadow work queen. She's always talking about the shadow work. She's always, handing the heavy truths out in her words a lot of times. She hands out her heavy truths. I haven't thought about her in a minute. And then I think of like Abraham Hicks for the light work. It's like those two balance each other nicely. So if you're wondering of some places, some sources of inspiration you can go for the shadow work and for the light, I would say Teal Swan is a good reference for shadow work, and Abraham Hicks is a good lesson in light work. I was gonna say a good reflection, good source, all of those things. All right, let's grab the Lenormand, and then I think tonight we will finish off with a few affirmations. All right, let's get the, I want to see what this is about. I want to see what this romance is about. Spirit. We gonna rest, we gonna love on ourselves, and then there's this new energy coming through. Tell me about this new energy. And Goddess, is it you who says the new? Wait, Goddess, didn't we just get this deck for you on the other day? Like expecting a beautiful spring vibe? And we got all sorts of ish, didn't we? All right, all right, all right. Excuse me, I just burped. I'm laughing about it. I got an anchor coming out. So getting grounded, getting anchored. It's anchored in treasure. It's anchored in treasure. 8, abundance. All right. All right, Spirit. We got the 9 coming through again. We saw the 9 a bunch. On the bottom of the deck is the 6. Clouds are clearing. Clouds are clearing. The storm is passing. The sun is shining through. The light is getting through. It's giving that enlightenment energy. It's given that revelation, new day, spring. Give me the spring vibes. Tell me about it, Spirit. You are protected. You are protected. That tree just keeps coming through. Through this change, through this experience, going into this next version of self, going into this next adventure, in your discernment, I'm giving that 7 of Hearts, that 7 of Cups energy feels like discerning what the next step is, what direction you want to go in, where you're going to put your anchor, right? Where are your sails pointing? Another 7 of Diamonds. Okay, birds. It's given mating dance, though. There's somebody that's going to come impress you. It's always the male bird, right? That does the dancing, the colorful one, the one that's got to impress the female, right? That's what it's given me. It's like there's somebody that, look at that 12 again. There's somebody that's going to try to catch your eye. We've gotten so many 12s tonight. There's somebody that's going to try to catch your eye. They want your attention. That's just it. This person doesn't want you to chase them. They want to impress you. It's a different energy. It's a different energy. They're not going to come in, do a dance, and then take off. It's like, this is a different energy. This is the new. Garden. Woo, heart. Woo, I got excited. This may be past life. I see a lot of kid stuff here. I'm also seeing like a healing of the inner child. We got that rest energy coming in again. Big spring vibes, right? Rest now because something's about to light your heart again. Hearts of fire. Oh, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, a gentleman. Thank you. A gentleman with a bouquet? Okay. What's he got? What's he got, ladies? Somebody with a full cup? Somebody that's bringing a full cup to the table? What do we say? Learn how to fill your cup. So you can recognize when somebody is bringing a full cup, right? This is like secure partnership energy. Someone secure, bringing in more security. 3, 6, 9. The lady. See, now listen, goddess, because didn't we get a gentleman and a lady in the last one, but they were like the poor version. I know they're in the same deck, but look at this. Because we're getting like the rich, the open to receive. These are people who manifest. This is the gratitude. This is the what's coming next, you know? This is the 2829. I'm going to show you guys because I know that goddess knows what I'm talking about. But we saw there's 2 ladies and there's 2 gentlemen. Okay, they're on different journeys in this deck. Here they are, right next to each other, 2 guys. I can't even make it up. Right next to each other. And they're both 28s. And they're both 29s. It's the same person. They're on a new journey. It's the new, a new sense of self. It's like coming out of that having to fight. It's coming out of survival. It's learning how to thrive. These are 2 people that did the work. Finally coming towards each other. Refresh, renewed. They took a break after the struggle bus, right? They took a break after that. They got that relaxed energy in. We just talked about that. We've seen that a bunch tonight. Relax, because something great is coming in. You got to take care of yourself, right? You got to take care of you. She's ready to receive that cup. He is definitely offering. That's for show. For show, for show. Let's get us some affirmations before we go today. I thought I saw. I know there's 2 of these decks. And I thought I saw the other one. And I didn't. That's not the deck that I thought it was, but I do have this one, so we'll use this. I don't think, it doesn't have a name, but you might have seen these. I've definitely used them several times. And I know I have two from this person, and I was actually hoping to grab the other one, but when I reached, I realized that wasn't the deck up there. It's got to be here somewhere. Guys, I got to reorganize my decks. That's for sure. Ooh, you got Angel Bumps, Goddess. You got you some Angel Bumps. Seeing that transfer. But these are two people who did the healing work, that did the transformation, that are coming in the right mindset. The secure mindset. Secure partners coming together. I let go of the shadow of the past by seeing someone for the first time with the eyes of love. Shut up. Get out. Get out, Spirit. That's literally what we've been talking about. That's literally what we were saying. Thank you. Thank you for that beautiful confirmation. You know, like I said, those were two people releasing the past, coming in new secure energy, not afraid of love. I honor how I want to feel. The universe has my back. Amen. That's that Fool energy. I said that earlier, understanding that the universe has your back. That leap of faith, taking that leap of faith. Being willing to take that risk. You know, I gotta laugh. How many times have we seen miracles tonight? I create mindful moments throughout the day, reminding myself that I am love and miracles are natural. Woo! Miracles are natural. I am love and miracles are natural. I am love. It's not an act. I'm getting that it's not an action, it's a state of being. I recognize that I have chosen fear and I choose again. I choose love. Again, overcoming that fear. What did I say earlier about being able to look back at the past versions of self and realizing that you took a different path, that you were able to take a different path, that you were able to see the way, the true path, the light, the direction that you're meant to head in, and being grateful for whatever it is that you missed, that you think you missed, that was never for you in the first place. It was for a different version of you, maybe, but were you truly going to be like happy in that version of you? Were you going to be at peace? Happiness is fickle. Were you going to find peace? Were you going to find harmony there? Happiness is going to come and go. It's the peace. What did we had a card on focus earlier, didn't we? My energy creates my reality. What I focus on is what I will manifest. We had manifesting and focus earlier. What I focus on is what I will manifest. Ooh, collective. Focus on the good and the good gets better. Focus on the good and the good gets better. I choose love no matter what. Double confirmation on choosing love, guys. Continue to choose love, okay? Continue to choose love. We'll get a couple more of these and then we're going to call it a night. Thank you guys so much for the likes. Thank you to any new subscribers who joined us this evening. I will be back again on Sunday, and I'm always here on Sunday and Wednesday for Practically Personals, where we dig into our individual stories, into our individual answers, into our individual journeys. Joy is the ultimate creator. Thank you, Spirit. That's beautiful. And also right behind that was this one with a hummingbird, which actually signifies joy. It says the more energy and intention I bring to my faith, the more fearless and free that I am. And we were talking about that earlier, having faith. That's come out a few times tonight. There is nothing sexier than my authentic truth. All right, guys, stay authentic, okay? What a beautiful reading tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you feel blessed. I hope you go forth and be prosperous this week and weekend, I guess. We will see you on Sunday, of course. I'm so happy to bring this message to you guys tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you feel blessed. I hope you hold on to that feeling. I hope you remember how it feels so you can take it forward with you. Thank you so much for trusting me with your energy this evening. I know they're not personals, but I appreciate stepping in and doing these tribe vibes once in a while with you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell to get notified if you'd like to book a personal. I am open to receiving personals, to give personals, however you want to say it. You will find the links in the channel bio. I appreciate you so much. And until next time, guys, do stay inspired. Love you. Bye.